Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time no see. So today we're actually, you read the title, you know what we're doing. I finally got around to it after forever of people asking. It's so awkward filming. I don't know, and I just get shy. Anyways, stretch, people. That's what we're gonna do. Make sure before you work out, you're always stretching, because I promise you, it's gonna help. If you don't, it's gonna catch up to you sooner or later. So that's what I'm doing. I'm stretching. Before any of you dare say anything about the stretch, don't you dare. I feel like everyone always sexualizes the stretch, and it's really beneficial for your hips, and that's all it is. It's just a beneficial hip stretcher. Anyways, now that that's over with, I like to do these like hip rotations. Listen, I've realized that my hips are really stiff for my age, and that is like extremely sad. So I've been including a lot of not only like stretches, but a lot of hip mobility too. And of course, it's really important to do just before leg day. So make sure you guys are doing that. I know it's so easy to go into the gym and just get right into it, but make sure you are stretching and doing mobility. So we're just going to get right into it. The first exercise I'm going to do is hip thrusts. I love hip thrusts. I love doing those as opposed to squats. I used to do a bunch of squats when I was younger, but as I got older, I was all like, squats don't really rank very high in terms of growing your glutes. Not that they don't, but they're mostly for your legs, as opposed to hip thrusts have a higher working session. So that's what we're doing. You can start off with any weight that is most comfortable for you. For me, I'm starting off with 245s. I looked back at the camera because my ass was hurting. Oh, I need to stop cussing. My cheeks! I meant my cheeks. My cheeks were on fire. I don't know if you guys can tell what I'm doing, but I'm actually pushing up with my heel and squeezing my glutes up at the top. And when I get to the last set, what I like to do is hold. Just like that, and then I drop the weight. So the next exercise we're going to do is oh yeah, by the way, I am doing for the most part 3 sets of 12 for everything. Anyways, we're doing RDLs for this one. Making sure that, once again, you're pushing up from your heel and you're hinging at the hips and you are clenching once you get up. Make sure to do steady and controlled movements. Years later, guys, and I still can't talk. What is wrong with me? Remember how I said that I kind of have stiff hips? I also like doing these in between each workout just to help warm up my legs and just to make sure that there's no soreness. And if there is any soreness, it kind of helps just to work that soreness out. But yeah, just in case you didn't catch me the first time, I usually do 3 sets of 12 for everything, if not 4 sets of 10. It really depends on which weight I'm doing, but since I'm going relatively moderate, I kept it kind of short and sweet at 3 sets of 12. Usually if I go heavy, then I do like 4 sets of 8, and if I'm doing low weight, high reps, then I'll kind of do like 4 sets of 10. You're going to hate me. It's split squat time. Why do we call them split squats when it's technically just a lunge, but elevated? Anyways, that's not the point. For this one, I actually did 3 sets of 12. Well, 3 sets of 12 on my right, and I believe I only did 10 on my left just because I do have a glute imbalance. I don't know if it's obvious, I can tell, but I usually do one side a little more than I do the other one just to even it out. If you're wondering why in some of these clips I'm pausing, it's because I'm taking a break. Make sure that you guys are taking your breaks and drinking your water. That is very important. I know in some videos it shows them going at it at a very consistent rate, but you can stop, guys. If you can train until failure, that is wonderful, but if you're like me and you have to get to a point where you're like, okay, I need to sit for a bit and then get back into it, go ahead and do it. Next we're doing is hip abductions. I like to go really heavy on these. I like to go to 175 pounds, and I like to do steady and slow and controlled movements because, you know, your girl is trying to get these hips wider than outside. If you guys were following me when I was younger, you would know that I had no shape. I still kind of don't have a shape, but at least I have more of a shape than I did back then. And I think it's honestly thanks to these. So for these, I usually go up to 40. I'll do, so yeah, basically 4 sets of 10, pretty much. It's honestly up to you. I know some people like to do 3 sets of 12, some like to do 4 sets of 10, and they like to go up every single set, and some people like to do pauses. It's entirely up to you. Once again, because I had barely eaten this day, I kind of kept it relatively short and sweet. So the last workout we're going to do is an accessory workout, and that is kickbacks. These are very glute isolated, so I really like doing them. I try not to overload them too much, but they just help get that little peach, you know? You trying to get that cuff under your butt? Kickbacks. You trying to set a table? You trying to set a cup on them cheeks? Kickbacks. But yeah, whatever you're trying to do, kickbacks will help do them. Anyways, I'm going to stop yapping because I'll honestly yap throughout this whole video, so you guys can just sit here and watch me. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing, but if you guys would like me to make an in-depth video, I will gladly do so. Just give me some time to do it because I kind of get gym anxiety still to this day, and it's like, hey guys, look at my tripod. See, I'm yapping. Anyways, I'll shut up. Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything that I did Friday night in terms of glutes. Like I said before, if you guys would like an in-depth video, let me know. I'm going to try to get more consistent with making videos, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, here's me showing my little moose squeeze. Until next time, bye-bye.